We got a chance to visit with Jim and Jim Dial from Dial and Dial Properties. They are the owners of what is the former Fetters property in Effingham, and I'm sure they are even more excited than we are about a new development in this facility. And Jim Sr., tell us about how this came about.
Well, we've owned the building about 2 years now, and we've been doing some demo work here, doing some development. Wasn't sure who would come in, if somebody would come in and take the entire facility or a small portion. So we really didn't know which way to go with that. GSI came to us and expressed an interest in taking a small portion. It's 106,000 square feet, which is a good sized piece of property from us, and that worked out well. Told us what they wanted. We signed the lease on they told us they'd take the space on the 20th, and the 21st we unloaded our first load. We've been struggling with getting power redirected and putting in overhead doors, so it's kind of been work in progress, but working with the GSI team and our people and other people in the community, we managed to pull it off, and so here today we are kind of doing a celebration. So they've occupied most of the space they've rented from us already, so it's a good thing.
I'll have to admit, this is a whopper of a property. You guys had some gumption to buy this and to try to reutilize it. Talk about the thought process, would you, about getting that accomplished?
Yeah, well, there's several other facilities that we property manage, so we kind of got our foot in the door there and kind of know the what it takes to run a facility. So when this one came about, it was a chance for us to take one on our own. So it worked out well that we already had some, with the other properties, we kind of knew what we were doing, what to look for, and it worked out well. So it's been a rough 2 years without a tenant, trying to keep up with everything, but luckily it's all worked out and things are going well now.
Now, you've obviously decided to maintain some of what was here and to take down a lot, and I guess we see the demolition work because it's closer to the streets, but there's a lot worth keeping here too.
Yeah, there's 300 and almost 400,000 square feet of property that we're retaining, and a lot of people used to work here. Everybody you run into in town, yeah, my dad worked there, my brother, my sister.
My grandma.
Yeah, well, so anyway, but a lot of people don't realize what we've done, and we've made some improvements, and we're going to continue to make improvements as things move along. We've done a lot of work on the inside that's not noticeable on the outside, but as things progress, people will start being noticed, I guarantee you.
Yeah. Talk about what your vision was, you two.
Well, we have another company, and we do a lot of machinery removal and installation and a lot of demolition. So we looked at it at the old part of the building, which was clearly not a good space to keep. So we knew we had to focus on that, getting that portion down. And we knew this in the warehouse on the south end with the way it was, the ceiling height and everything, that it was good property, make good warehouse space for people. So we envisioned we'd get what we're doing exactly right now, that we get a company in here that would see the benefit of this warehouse, and then we'd demolition the other part and give us more opportunity to build on if we ever needed to.
Another thing that was very critical in our decision to buy this building was and believe me, whenever we was looking at buying it, I know the guy that was here probably got tired of seeing us because it was a lot of money for a couple of farm boys, and we was here every weekend almost looking and had the thought process of what would we do and how would we do it. But anyone that's from outside the Effingham community can really appreciate this town. But if you try to drive from one end of this town to the other, it takes as long to drive through here as most major cities that in central Illinois. And you go out to the interstate and you can't look down the interstate without seeing 10 semis coming down the road and 25 cars. You try taking a picture without something in your lens, and it's just not going to happen. It's a very, very good location. It's a crossroads of America. The trains going through here, it's just immense. So we had a good feel, and as even the short time we've been in the community, we've seen this community expanding in all directions. So we think we're in a very, very prime location to be building owners.
Certainly a great thing for the city, for a property right in the heart of the city to get redeveloped like this, and so we appreciate that.
Right. Yep. Yeah, the city of Effingham from day one, they've done everything they can. Their hands have been out and helped us out with any and everything we needed, gave us guidance. They've even brought people to us before, trying to help us get people in here. So big thanks to them, and now we'll just keep on growing from here.
As we had the opportunity to talk with Jim Dial, we also had a chance to look at some of the facility and get an idea about what's been going on. Behind us is the renovated portion. To our left is a portion yet to be renovated. Jim, can you talk a little bit about the process of making it ready for someone to use?
Sure. When we got the property, there was a lot of the electrical in the building that was fairly dated, and that was our main focus in the beginning, to bring everything up to code. So we've brought new service into the building. We've got rid of the old system that was currently running the building from Ameren. Like I said, it was outdated, and it was kind of a dangerous system. So we're bringing everything up to code. We're installing things like we installed a new door for GSI here at the facility. We've had to widen some doorways. We brought in new gas lines with more pressure in. We're putting new heaters up. We are currently working with Sherwin-Williams on some quotes to repaint the interior of the building. So pretty much we're looking to renovate everything, bring it up to a nice, neat standard, make it all look nice and presentable. And that's kind of what we're doing. Just takes time.
So this could be the showcase of what you hope will happen to the rest of the facility.
Right. Yeah. Our real hope is that GSI continues to grow down here and takes more space. And if not GSI, somebody will. And we can get some people in here.
That's Jim Dial. I'm Greg Sapp.